On February 3, 2025, something unprecedented happened. The world woke up to a shocking revelation that would ripple through the international community. The United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, headquarters in Washington, D.C. was shut down. This unexpected closure left many in disbelief. Employees arriving for work were met with a shocking sight: yellow police tape and officers blocking the entrance. The scene was chaotic and filled with confusion. Over 600 USAID staff were locked out of their computer systems. Their daily routines were abruptly interrupted, leaving them in a state of uncertainty. Many received emails about the closure being at the direction of agency leadership. The lack of prior notice added to the growing frustration among the staff. Adding to the confusion, the USAID website went offline on February 1, 2025, 2 days before the physical closure. This digital blackout compounded the mystery. This sudden shutdown sent shockwaves through the agency and the international aid community. Conversations were filled with speculation and concern. The closure came as a surprise to many. News outlets quickly picked up the story, broadcasting the unexpected events to a global audience. USAID is a critical agency, providing humanitarian aid and development assistance around the world. Its sudden halt raised alarms about ongoing and future projects. This shutdown raised serious questions about the future of U.S. foreign policy and its commitment to global assistance. Allegations surfaced that USAID had been using U.S. tax money to aid coups and disrupt democracies around the world. The implications of this event were far-reaching and deeply concerning. The shutdown was orchestrated by Elon Musk, acting as head of the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. Musk claimed that former President Donald Trump, who appointed him to this position, had agreed to the shutdown. Musk publicly declared USAID beyond repair. He cited pervasive problems and accused the agency of promoting woke ideologies. Trump echoed these sentiments, referring to USAID staff as radical lunatics in various public statements. This move came while Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who oversees USAID, was out of the country. The lack of transparency and the involvement of figures like Musk and Trump raised significant concerns. The shutdown had immediate and devastating consequences for USAID staff. The atmosphere was filled with uncertainty and fear. Thousands of employees were laid off, their livelihoods abruptly disrupted. Many had dedicated years to their roles. Programs across the globe were shut down, halting critical aid and development projects, leaving countless beneficiaries in a lurch. Communities that relied on these programs were left without support. One such organization impacted was Inclusive Development Partners, or IDP, a nonprofit that works with USAID to provide education and support for students with disabilities globally. Their mission was severely compromised. IDP was forced to furlough 14 US-based staff and countless consultants, leaving them without income and jeopardizing their vital work. The future of many projects became uncertain. The sudden shutdown and lack of communication from USAID left many organizations and individuals scrambling. Plans were thrown into disarray. The human cost of this decision was immediately apparent, affecting not just employees but their families and communities as well. Section 4. Global Consequences: The Impact on Aid Programs. The funding freeze ordered by Trump had a ripple effect across the globe, affecting numerous international aid initiatives. USAID programs, which provide essential services to millions of people in need, were brought to a standstill, causing widespread disruption. This halt had dire consequences for vulnerable populations who relied on this aid for their daily survival, including food, healthcare, and education. One of the most significant programs affected was the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, known as PEPFAR, which has been a lifeline for many. This program, credited with saving over 20 million lives through its HIV/AIDS treatment and prevention efforts, was thrown into disarray. Education programs for Afghan schoolgirls, already under threat from local conflicts, faced further uncertainty and setbacks. Ebola outbreak monitoring in Uganda was disrupted, potentially jeopardizing public health efforts and increasing the risk of the disease spreading. The shutdown of USAID programs had a devastating impact on people's lives, jeopardizing health, education, and safety nets for millions around the world, leaving many without crucial support. Section 5. A Call to Action: Your Voice Matters. The USAID shutdown is a stark reminder of the fragility of progress and the importance of global engagement. This decision, made without congressional approval and shrouded in secrecy, has had devastating consequences for millions worldwide. This is a moment for all of us to speak out. Contact your elected officials, demand answers, and make your voices heard. The future of global aid and the lives of millions who depend on it are at stake.